Hi gang, Jeff McAleer once again, and today I am taking a look at Thunderstone Advance Numenera. It is part of the Thunderstone Advance line designed by Mike Elliott, and it's set in Monte Cook's Numenera fantasy world, which Numenera recently came out. It's a role-playing game. As a matter of fact, I have a review on thegaminggang.com of, but we're not here to take a look at the role-playing game. We're here to take a look at Thunderstone Advance. It is for 1 to 5 players, so yes, you can play the Numenera version solitaire. It plays in about an hour. It's for ages 12 and up, and it currently carries an MSRP of $59.99. It's from our good friends at AEG. Taking a quick look at the back of the box here. You're going to see it's got some flavor text. It has over 600 cards, dividers, double-sided game board, rulebook, token punch board, and XP tokens. So let's take a look to see what's in the box. And I am going to mention that today is a very frigid day in Yorkville, Illinois. So you might hear the furnace kicking in because it's in the single digits outside. So we've got the Numenera Thunderstone Advance rulebook. And this takes place in the 9th world. And if you'd like to know more about the setting for Numenera, by all means, check out the role-playing game review on the website. So taking a look through the book here, talks about the object of the game, the components, the game cards. So you've got your basic cards, hero cards, monster cards, treasure cards, village cards, and special cards. From my understanding, I don't believe the Numenera edition of Thunderstone Advance has any new mechanics that it's bringing to the game. But here's the complete card list, talking about the anatomy of the cards as well. How do they break down? Other items. The game board itself. Unpacking the box, preparing to play, building your basic deck. Of course, Thunderstone Advance is a deck builder. It's one of the most popular ones that AEG has out there. And I have to say, Thunderstone has come a long way, and Mike Elliott has done some fantastic work with Thunderstone Advance. So, talking about building the dungeon, also showing the village and how you'll set up the village and the cards available. How to play, some key concepts as well. Abilities, some examples. Card effects and traits, your turn order, entering the dungeon, talking about the village, how to buy cards, how to level up your heroes, the dungeon itself, ranks and darkness, fighting the monsters and battle effects, how to win and lose, yes, after effects, spoils abilities, refilling the dungeon with more monsters, raids, because some monsters in Thunderstone Advance will actually come out and raid the village. Some additional rules as well. So you can see the rule book here is very lavishly illustrated, very nicely done. Talking about how to end the game. And all in all, you're really looking at about 28 pages of rules. There's some alternate setup methods, an example of play, and various different scenarios. Card glossary, a lexicon. Wouldn't that be a glossary as well? I don't know. And then, of course, the credits. And then on the back, we've pretty much got an explanation of how to set up, the turn reference, and so on. So, got the rule book right there. Then we have the board, which space is at a premium right now. So, we're showing the top has the dungeon hall, the various ranks. Then we've got the village as well. I believe this board is dual-sided. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. So let's see if we can move some of this out of the way, get a better look at the board itself. Spin it around. And to be very honest, I can't tell you what the difference is between the two boards. So up at the top, we've got the Dungeon Hall. This is where you're going to put your dungeon deck, your curse deck, the wilderness. Here's your village with your heroes, weapons, the marketplace, town square with villagers and so forth down here as well. The Wizard's College where you'll be able to get spell cards. So everything gets laid out where you can purchase it. It'll be right there for you to see. So then we've got counters as well. Let's bring some of the counters out. Oh, one just popped out. Nice thick counters here, dual-sided. Plastic playing pieces. Nice little draw bag here. Well, what is hidden inside? I bet you it's a die. Let's find out. Ta-da! 20-sided die. Actually, this is a really nice bag. Gotta like that. Then we have some large-sized cards here. The Amber Monolith, the Orgarek, the Obelisk of the Water God, the Twisted Spire, the Beanstalk, I don't see Jack though, and Foundation Stones. So we've got those there. And we have a multitude of different decks. Bring some of these out here. Now we're not going to take a look at all of these cards, but we'll take a look at a few of them. Let's take a look. Alright, so we'll put that right there for the moment. And of course, it's Thunderstone, so I have to obviously do what I've done, I think, on every podcast where I ever talk about Thunderstone. It's like, Thunder, Thunder, Thunderstone! I know, I want to just say I have the power, but I can't. So we have the Clever Nano hero. And I'm going to take a stab that the artwork that's being utilized is AEG's artwork, not necessarily the artwork from the book, the RPG book for Numenera. So we've got some of the heroes. Oh, it looks like they're reusing some of the artwork on these cards. Still pretty cool though, pretty cool artwork. The card quality is pretty good, a little thin. I would probably recommend that you pop out there and grab some penny sleeves. They're called penny sleeves because each of the sleeves costs you a penny. So you might want to go online and pick up a few hundred of those if you're going to be playing a lot of Thunderstone. Personally, I sleeve all cards in all games just to help protect them. Swiftjack, Enchanted Swiftjack, Stealthy Human Thief, and so on and so forth. So just kind of flipping through here. Numenera's setting is one of fantasy, but there is some high-tech as well, because what you're looking at is that it's the 9th world, which is built upon the 8 previous worlds, so there's a lot of forgotten technology, forgotten lore. So it's not just a strict, standard fantasy hack and slash setting. So just going through some of these. And of course you'll have the randomizers, which I see we have right here on this deck, right at the bottom of it. The Thunderstone Shards, Iron Wind, Disease, looks like quite a few of those. Some of the monsters. And I do hear the furnace kicking in there, so like I said, I apologize for a little bit of the hum. So here are the randomizer cards, because of course you're going to randomize what cards will be available for that game. The long spear, backpack, chemical injector, the warder, retaliation nodule, and so on and so forth. There are over 600 cards in the game, and of course we're not going to take a look at all of them. So just to kind of give you an idea of some of the cards that are in Thunderstone Advance Numenera. So that is what is in the box for Thunderstone Numenera from our friends at AEG. Once again, this is Jeff McAleer, and be sure to swing by thegaminggang.com because I will have a review soon for Thunderstone Advance Numenera. And of course, you'll want to check out the latest in news and reviews regarding the tabletop gaming world and a whole lot more at the Gaming Gang as well. Once again, this is Jeff McAleer. Thanks for watching.